Felix, good morning. Nice to meet you. I'm Sonny, your service technician. Am I parked okay just there in the front? Okay, is it? I think it's the furnace, right? That we're
There's a
looking at
furnace
today?
here in the attic. You are the only person that touches your truck, you're gonna have to deal with me.
Ah, all right. Well, I must be at the right spot then. So show me where the attic is. When did the system go down on you guys?
Well, that's funny, man.
Start acting up a
I
little bit?
came up and then you turn it on, you say, I'm having a problem turning this thing on.
Yeah.
Eventually it came on.
Yeah.
And then I called last week or whatever. I said, this is not coming. I show you the thermostat.
Sure, yeah.
Well, 60, I put them at 67.
Let's go to heat.
Yeah, go to heat. Look.
78. Okay.
It
And where's
should be on
the?
now.
It should be on. Where's the attic at?
It's over here.
Okay.
So I said, like, this thing is crazy, man. Look,
Right.
look what we're using.
And the space heaters.
Yeah, I know everybody have to sleep on the same bed, man.
Oh,
And
man.
then it's over there. It's right in there.
All right. Let me see what I can do for you guys.
Thanks.
See if I can get the family heat. Okay.
Thanks, man.
All right. I'll be right back.
That was so funny.
All right, guys, welcome to another one. A little bit of door work there. We got no heat on a Lennox, no operation, thermostat's in heat. Let's get to it. That gasket is known to leak on these Lennoxes. That or it's the inducer gasket leaking. So 274. $274 and $250. E250 limit switch circuit open. E274 soft lockout. So we're in a soft lockout right now. So let's reset this thing. Limit switch was open, but something's leaking. I'm probably gonna have to take the motor off to get under there, unfortunately, but let's reset it, see what it does. Okay, inducer's on. Igniter's coming on. There's gas. The flame sensor's proving. Let's make sure we got blower. That could be why the limit locked out. Okay, it's kicking into high stage. This unit is from 2014, so it's out of warranty, unfortunately. These things can get expensive when they're out of warranty for Lennox. Let's check static pressure here. All right, as I was checking static, we hit a limit. No blower motor, guys. No blower motor. The blower should still be running right now. Let's pop it open. Damn, a Lennox ECM motor. This is gonna have to go universal. just due to the fact of the cost of these damn things for Lennox, man. I treat all units the same, guys. I don't favor any of them. They all got their own problems. You've been doing this long enough, you know that. E27 or 250. Oh look, there's the blower trying to start. Now it starts up. Alright, let's let it cool it off and then see what happens during the heat sequence. So is it a glitch within my logic of the board, or is it the blower motor glitching out? That's what we're gonna have to find out. We also got water still here. Okay, the blower just shut off. Let me kick the fan on real quick. Let's see if I can get this motor to start again. Red. And we're on green. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the soft lockout off. I'm gonna take the white off the thermostat so the thermostat doesn't call right now. And I'm just gonna try jumping my fan to see if I could isolate this thing. There's my W1 off. Let's turn green back on here. Plug it back in. Okay, here we go. I heard the fan try to start just now. Okay, I've got good fan. Got good fan. We'll wait for that to shut off and then we'll jump the heat. We'll see if it starts when it's supposed to. All right, let's start this heat. We're gonna go white to red this time. E250 was limit circuit open. Okay, limit just closed again. Igniter's coming on, glowing orange. Burners are on. We're still coding on the board, but we're on, so I'm not sure what that's all about. He's still saying we're on a high limit lockout, which is right there. Blower should start. Okay, it's shut off because no blower motor. Okay, interesting. So let's take this off. Let me jump to cooling now, just so I can cool this thing off. Oh, now the blower comes on. I think there's an issue within the logic of the board. I'm gonna let it cool off. And then I'm going to check which pins I need to test for the 24 volts coming from the board to see if the board's not sending it when it's supposed to. Let's check that out. Okay, I want to show you guys something here. Just as another tool. Use this as a tool. Okay. So I put in the model number for the Lennox furnace here, and it's just showing me different outputs for the voltages. Had to let the program know that I'm dealing with a constant torque, so I just wanted to know the exact pin placement to test my voltages. So if you come right here, it tells us that we have a 4-pin ECM connector pin layout for the Lennox EL296 model that I'm on, and it's telling me that common, to test common, and for heat, can't really see that too well, huh? Heat is pin 2. So we're going to test 24 volts at common and pin 2 there. Shows you how to test it, but it also shows you that based on my symptoms, you said when I isolate the fan it works. That means this is very common on Lennox EL296 boards. They fail on the heat blower relay. So my gut's telling me that this board is the logic, the relay has failed inside of it. So let me test this voltage real quick, and then we'll go from there, guys. Okay, so we don't want to unplug the harness from the motor. We want to test this with the harness plugged in. Based off of the board here, I know that 4 and that 6 tell me that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to test pin 1 and 2, which is right here, for heat. So let me jump heat again. I forgot I have my thermostat off right now, so it's not going to call. Okay, so here we go. I got my little Molex leads in, my needle leads. Okay, the burners are on. Make sure we got a good connection in there. We just kicked up into high. We still got no volts. And no blower. So we had no voltage from this relay output right here. Careful with no gloves, but no relay output right there. It means we have a failed heating relay there. Yes, sir.
So, what's going on?
It's the circuit board. I'm just testing. I tested everything out right now, and we're coming to the conclusion that we have a bad circuit board.
Okay.
There's with this type of model right here, I'm doing some research. The EL96 Lennox, it's a common thing for the heating relay to go out.
Oh, okay.
The fan works. I tested the fan right now.
Exactly.
So the fan works. The other thing is we have a little bit of water right here too, so I'm going to just take a picture of that. But I'll have to call Lennox to see if they have these boards in stock or whatever.
Okay.
Because we got to get this same board, unfortunately. It's a 2-stage.
And then so water, that means it's not draining proper?
Possibly, or a gasket. Yeah, you want to come up here real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, stay. That is easy.
Yes, I made it a little easier for you to get up here too.
See you soon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So basically the unit is overheating because this motor is not starting in heating mode. But when I test the fan works. But you see this right here.
Yeah, I see.
And this is active water.
Yes.
So that's telling me there's a gasket or something, or there's a drain trap under here. That's going straight to this header, that drain trap.
Right.
So
it should have been to this point, right?
Yeah, you would. It should be draining.
Should be draining.
So, but if you look at this, is a water furnace. Okay, it's got the water through it. It's a high efficiency, so it's got all these little gaskets. See this?
Right there.
At the bottom of it, what we find is that gasket fill. And what we have to do is take this motor off to
bring it out.
to see just to see where it's leaking from too.
Right, okay.
But I don't see anything in the blower motor, so that's good. That means the heat exchanger should be good.
Right. Okay.
All right, so for now, I'm going to see if my office can give Lennox a call, see if they have this board in stock, and then we're going to have to give you guys a quote on it, all right? And then, but I want to figure this out. This circuit board right here, yeah. Yeah. This is about, what,
10.
about 10, 11 years old, 2014. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it run for a while, but yeah, this is kind of a common thing with this board, I guess.
Okay.
So let me, what I want to do real quick is I want to take this motor off. It's going to take me a minute. I want to see where it's leaking from, so I know if I need to quote you on the gasket or if it's leaking from, hopefully it's not this motor. The seam of this motor, that you can see they just put it together, two pieces. So if it's in the motor, then yeah, we got to take a look and see what's going on there.
Okay. Do you think because it's not functioning, that's why it's not able to drain?
Well, what's happening is this thing is getting too hot right now, and it's getting real hot, and there's no air, so the water is getting, you know, just more water probably coming out. Yeah. So it's got to drain. And once I get this it could be, if it's the gasket, it's the gasket. But once we get the heat going, then we'll really be able to run it and test it and see.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So
all right, I'll let you do it too, money.
Yeah, I'm gonna just about another 20 minutes. Let me take this motor off, put it back together, and then we'll give you a recommendation. All right, Felix?
All right, bro. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for coming. How's that?
Yeah, I know, right? You're in good hands, man. We'll get you all figured out.
Oh man, yeah. You need the heat, man.
Yeah, I know it.
These guys, man. We have twins, right? There.
Yeah.
So how my sons, he come and sleep with us in the bed. He goes, and then we use that heater. He goes, Dad, I want to go back over there. But it's getting too hot for him.
Yeah, I know.
He lost his toys, right?
Right.
So, yeah, you can imagine my sleep.
Oh, yeah. You had fun last night.
All right, see you.
All right, Felix. All right, I'm going to take this apart and see where it's leaking from, guys. All right, guys, we got the motor off here. Got a little bit of corrosion there, but you can see mainly the water is not coming from my gasket. I always see a bunch of water right there. The gasket's all ruined. It's coming from a loose connection here. So we don't need to order a gasket kit. Just need to order them a new circuit board. So, all right, I'm gonna put this back together. Tighten that down real good. Collector header should be all right. There's no trap, and obviously it's not leaking from there. So I'm gonna put it back together. We're gonna put a recommendation in, guys. Obviously the circuit board is just a circuit board. I'll take a quick snap for you guys maybe when I'm done, but I don't know when I'm going to come back. If I come back today, then I'll do a follow-up video. But got some stuff that I got to edit and get going. All right, guys. So we're going to put this back together. Diagnosis due to a failed heating relay within this EL circuit board. Remove the power when you're working on stuff. Oh, man. All right. Let's put it back.
Calling Lennox stores, where we partner with local HVAC professionals to deliver perfect air across North America. If you are a homeowner and need support, please call 1-800-9-LENNOX to speak with a representative. Please note your call may be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes.
Oh, the good music.
Thanks for calling Lennox. This is Gary.
Hey, Gary, my name is Sonny.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well this fine day, man. I got a EL furnace. It's a 90%. I'm looking for the circuit board.
Okay, what is the full model that you're looking for?
Edward.
That you're working on?
Yeah, it's Edward Larry 296.
And you need the control board for this, huh?
Yes.
Give me 1 second here, please. That's
Yep.
a typical control board. That's a 15 Thomas. It's a 15 Thomas 94.
15.
I have 6 of them here at the Roseville location.
You said the part number was 15 Thomas 694?
15 Thomas 94.
94. And you've got some in stock. What's the price on that, Gary?
$248 before tax, and then after tax, you're looking at, well, you guys don't pay tax, so you're good.
Okay. Can you save that quote number under Sunny? All right, I appreciate that, Gary. Have a wonderful morning.
You as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, let me call my office now and get a price. Look what I got. I was able to get the circuit board in stock locally. And there we go. Gotta get in the groove. All right, I've got the system in heating right now with red and white. Got the plug in. Okay, burners are on. Moment of truth. Let's see if this blower starts when it needs to. Freaking blower's not starting, man. Man, oh man, guys, here I am sitting in a parking lot, a gas station, waiting for our parts runner to drop off a motor. So I put in that board and the motor, or basically the motor stuttered again. It came on briefly and then it shut back down and I went off on high limit. And so I was a little bit frustrated. I called tech support. Thankfully, we were able to get through relatively quickly, and the gentleman on the phone was pretty cool. I just let him know the situation, let him know, I tested the fan, I tested AC, everything on the old board, everything was running, but just the heat, it just wasn't, the blower wasn't kicking on. And so he had me test some voltages on the new board, and I'll show you guys those when I get back to the job. And we were, now we have the appropriate voltages coming out of the board, but the motor is failing. So more than likely the motor module took the board out, or the relay took the motor module out, one of the two. But it's rare, but it's not uncommon, guys. And I've had it happen once or twice on a couple of these Lennox systems. You have to replace them both. Even the tech support guy said to replace both, and I told him I just didn't have the damn motor. So I called Lennox. The motor would have to be shipped 3 to 5 days. So my parts department found an evergreen match that was local from Johnstone. So that's on its way right now. I feel kind of bad. I had to tell the customer, it happens, but, he was a little frustrated at the beginning, but he approved the work, and I'll be back probably in about 30 minutes to go put that evergreen motor in there. I'm going to get it fired up. I mean, you guys have seen me install a couple blower motors on these calls, so I'll skip that, but I'll just show you when I'm getting ready to fire it up, and let's make sure that we actually have a good sequence this time. So unfortunate stuff, but we'll get it done. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Okay guys, I got the evergreen replacement in. We went ahead and picked up the evergreen ECM X13 variable speed model. Had good luck with those. This thing's just not available. There's the old circuit board. All right, pray to the HVAC gods. I'm going to test the fan first. G and red. I got all my grounds in, all my power is in. The chuck is in. There it goes. Hallelujah. Okay, so that was fan. Now we're going to test AC. Now, when I was on the phone with tech support, I'll give you guys a little secret in a minute. The fan did not, it came on, but then it stopped, which I didn't fully check last time. There we go for cooling. About 800 CFM or something, whatnot. Cooling works. Now for the moment of truth. Let's go for this heating. Now let's check to make sure blower comes on in a timely manner. There it goes. All right, let me take the jumper off so it'll cool down the heat exchanger before I just release. All right, took the jumper off. I'm gonna let it cool down. Okay guys, moment of truth. The big secret to make sure if it's the board or the blower or both. This is the blower plug right here. You're going to take that off the circuit board, and between pins 2 and 5, the middle two right there, you want to see about 5 volts DC. Again, between pins 2 and 5, 5 volts DC. If you've got the 5 volts DC coming out of the board, plug the motor in, check it again. If you have less than 5 volts DC, you've got a bad module. So in this case, tech support recommended both, but I already replaced the board right there. So we went ahead and put a universal in, and all is well. Time to get this thing buttoned up. It's 4:30 right now. Time to get home, guys. All right, guys, that's going to be it today. Hope everybody has a happy holiday. I'll try to get this video out sooner than later to help you guys out there. Good old Lennox. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you, HVAC gods. We're up and running, guys. It's been about 10 minutes of runtime. I've been kind of watching this level, make sure no water's coming out. We're sealed there. New PCB, new ECM. Basically per tech support, but I already replaced the PCB because I didn't have the right voltage going to the motor. So I figured, okay, it was my board. Then all of a sudden put the new board in, verify I've still got 5 volts DC coming out of the board now, but now my motor is jacked up. So when I called tech support, that's when he's like, well, they can take each other out, or you need to get both, but I already told him I got a new PCB, so I just need the new motor. Again, not very common, but it's not uncommon, guys. Make sure you're doing your troubleshooting. This one was hard because if I didn't have the voltage, then I'm not going to get the motor if I don't have the voltage. But there are situations where you can differentiate if it's the board or the motor just by testing your voltages, DC voltages, all your outputs and everything. Call tech support if need be, but you want to make sure you know which one is which. In my case, it was both. And it bit me in the ass, and now I'm working till 5 o'clock, even though it's not that late. All right, guys, have a wonderful week with your families. Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate all you guys for hanging around. You're a legend if you're still here. Catch you on the next one. Later.